Hello friends, a very short video to talk about today's release from Porsche of the 2019 Panamera GTS. Something fishy is going on and it's not the tuna salad. Let me explain. So all the motoring journalists, all the motoring magazines and so forth all had a press release today about this, and I got to give Porsche credit. Their marketing department and advertising department certainly whipped these journalists into shape because they all pretty much said the same thing. What they always say about a GTS model, that it is the sweet spot, giving you all of the performance features you want with none of the stuff you don't. When the reality, as usual, is it's pretty much the other way around. But this one is particularly strange. Let me explain. This Panamera GTS has a claimed horsepower of 453 horsepower. What does a 4S have? 440 horsepower. What's the difference in price? $25,000. So this is a new record for Porsche in poor value for money, money per horsepower ratio. Oh my God. So that's right. $25,000 gets you only 13 horsepower more. What on earth? And things get even stranger when you look further into it. Because normally, in every previous GTS that's ever come out in the history of Porsche, it's always been the 4S or the 4S or the S engine that's slightly tuned or has a bigger turbocharger or something like that to give it that little bit of extra horsepower. In this case, according to all these articles, they're taking the turbo engine from the turbo Panamera, the 4-litre twin-turbo engine, which is normally 550 horsepower, and they're detuning it to the 453 horsepower and putting it in the GTS. What? What? That doesn't make any sense. Well, maybe it does, but it doesn't make any sense that they'd make the horsepower so low. If you're presenting a model that is more than half the difference between a 4S and a turbo, surely the horsepower should be somewhere in the middle as well, but it's not. So 4S, 440 horsepower, turbo, 550 horsepower. Why don't you make it around 490, 500 horsepower, being that that's what the price area is? But no, only 13 horsepower more. I don't get it. Who would buy this car? It makes no sense. I guess maybe it's a good car if you're going to tune it, because clearly there's 100 horsepower of potential, more than 100 horsepower of potential in that engine. So maybe it's a bargain for people that are going to do an illegal tune on it. That's the only people that I think would want this car. But otherwise, there is some good news. As part of this press release, they announced the head-up display, now available across the Panamera line. It's already available in the Cayenne line, and it is excellent. I've long hoped that Porsche would release a head-up display. Welcome to the 2000s, Porsche. You've finally caught up with everyone else. And luckily, it's excellent. It is highly configurable. You can put all sorts of great information on there. You can configure it however you want. Arguably the best looking, most functional head-up display of any manufacturer so far. So a little late to the party, but at least it's going to be good. But yes, I'm interested to hear you guys' thoughts on the new Panamera GTS with the V8 engine. See, that's it. That could be it. That could be where the mistake is. Maybe it isn't a V8 engine, even though all the articles say it's a V8 engine and there's a photo of the V8 engine with GTS written on it. Maybe it's just not that. Maybe they've just made some screw up, and maybe it is just the 2.9 litre turbocharged V6 that is in the S models, slightly tuned like they normally do, and they've screwed up. Doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense that it's only 13 horsepower more. It's a little more torque, but anyway. What's your thoughts? $25,000 worth 13 horsepower? I'm sure everyone's still going to buy it. Porsche GTS owners. Anyway, thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you in the next video. Bye then.